It's Adobe Office Hours. If you're watching live, spend the hour before Taylor's countdown ends with us talking about typography. That's right, it's Adobe Office Hours, Andrew and Nick's version. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Adobe Office Hours. I'm Andrew Hockradle.
I'm Nick Longo.
And I guess we're not on Behance today. So if you're watching us somehow on YouTube, nice to see you. YouTube chat, you are over here. Hold on, let me get YouTube chat just in a nice place here.
We gotta see them. We gotta see them.
We gotta see. There we go. Hi, hello. We have Jacob Paris is in the YouTube chat. Good
What's up,
to
Jacob?
see ya. And let's get you. Chat. You're a little too. Hold on, chat. We're going to fix this. All right. So today we're talking about typography. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a fun time. But it's not going to be a long time. It's just going to be an hour.
Just an hour.
We're going to be hanging out. And Nick, let's talk about type. Let's talk about how type has affected your design or your creative work. Where does type play a part in your work?
It's the ever-changing, ever-challenging, I will never master part of what we do. I think, and I would think everyone feels the same way. It's like even the masters still kind of go there's still so much to learn. So to me, it's that one thing that is ever improving, and there's always continuous improvement.
I agree. Right before the show, we were just getting excited about some new type that we saw on Adobe Fonts. And I think that there is something special about if you are burned out on design, if you are not wanting to be on trend, there's always type that makes things exciting again.
Yeah.
And so I love the excitement of going to Adobe Fonts. And Adobe Fonts right now, chat,
On
popping
fire.
off. This week is a really great week for us to be talking about type because we have this new releases section right here, and it is really good. So I'm going to go to View More.
Man.
And check this out.
I just saw 2 or 3 that I'm like, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Are you kidding me?
Envelope?
I love that Hagrid. Oh, God,
Yes.
I love that
Love
one.
Hagrid. Love Envelope. Raffine.
Look
This looks amazing. I'm going to just add these so that we can
Bro.
take a deep look into all
Warbler.
of them. Warbler looks gorgeous.
Wait, can you zoom in a little bit? I want to just click on it. I
Which
wanna
one,
see
Warbler?
Yeah, I want to see it without the. I love that they're doing these beautiful little. Oh yeah, guys! I might just
read a book.
I might just predict that might be being used today. Oh, look at even the italic looks great.
Yes. Okay, somebody write
That's
me a
awesome.
book so that I can use this.
Yeah, we should shout out our buddy Jake over at Adobe Fonts, a friend of the program.
Yes.
You look at CICLO.
Yep.
Up above there.
Which one? This one.
Right there.
Yep.
Ooh.
Retrographia?
Wait, what is going
fun.
on?
Okay, I'm obsessed with this. I'm going to add this one to Bassett. So today we're going to talk a little bit about type, and then we're going to play around with all these fonts. So I'm going to leave this page up, but we are going to talk a little bit about typography. So Nick, when we're looking at type, it is a very important part of our designs. And let's talk about hierarchy, because hierarchy is something that is a very big kind of starter point in typography. What is hierarchy?
Yeah, it's the first rule to typography that us as graphic designers need to know. And I would say its number one thing is importance of where your eye should go first to be able to read the content exactly as if the content creator expected.
Yep, 100%. It's basically leading you through where you want to look, right?
Yeah.
And maybe you've seen those memes. Have you ever seen those memes that it's zoom in over here and zoom in on the basketball, and then it has it's telling you where to look and how to kind of guide people through your design. And so here are some top tips about hierarchy. Hierarchy needs to be well balanced, and it needs to have contrast. So I always think of it as a conversation, right? The top level of your hierarchy, you are yelling into a crowded room, right? You want something that is big, bold, that is kind of saying the big headline. Then under that, I like to use a deck. So I come from publication world, and a deck is a newspaper term, but you have the headline and then you have the deck. And the deck is the main point, right? That's when you've, out of the 50 people in the room, you've gotten the attention of maybe 25 of them. And now you can kind of give them the headline. And then from there, we move into a subheading, or we move into subheading and deck are kind of interchangeable. We can move into body copy.
Yeah.
And body copy is the conversation that you're having. Body copy is usually a full paragraph. It's something that really can kind of break down into a giant chunk. Something like Warbler that we just saw is really, really nice. And if you're working with typography, using serifs are usually better for something that is body copy. Nick, do you know why serifs are better?
I believe it's like little bridges between the visual letters.
It is very true. So we're going to do this as an exercise we're going to do, but I want to show it here, is when using a sans serif. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put this into a sans serif so we can see. Nick, name a sans serif.
Arial.
Okay, thank you. My brain will just like completely stop.
Oh, you can already see the difference right there.
So with Arial, my eye, as I track across here, right, is kind of going here that we're going, right? You can see it kind of going, I'm looking at the top of these letters as I go through, and you can see that it's really bouncing up and down. When you're looking or working with a serif here, your eye is going to track this line right here. So these little serifs kind of allow you to have an on-ramp and an off-ramp to these letters, right? So we're following this little line across, and even the best example here actually is this G.
The space.
So you can see this G right here is telling us continue across. So your eye is going to continue across this area right here. Whereas with this G, we don't know where we're going, right? It's like this is a huge gap, and our eye kind of does this jump. So using a serif makes it so much easier to read when you are working with a lot of type, especially with long sentences or paragraphs. As you can see here, much easier to read. So let's hop in and talk about kerning, Nick. And we're going to hop over to your screen. What is kerning?
Oh, kerning is your letter spacing for sure. And you've got some great and even recent ones here. I think we all agree. This one was kind of out of nowhere. The Swag album cover that Justin Bieber released.
Yes, I saw that, and that was the first thing I thought. I'm like, oh, is it supposed to be like a play on like it being two words? And I was like, oh no, it's just not kerned well.
Yeah, and yet big space between the the W and the A was just so almost like, I can't believe it. You're right. Didn't we all think this is on purpose? Like, you could never have like not caught that. That was just a huge one. But some terrible examples of where you can see it. These were the best ones I could find, which are just horrible. But the idea here is like not to trust math anymore. And that's why I always say to my students, when you type anything on your screen, just let that be the starting point, right? You need to go in there and now trust your eyes to look for those spaces that really almost automatically, like between the A and the V right there, right? That's a big one. Or anywhere like T and the O or the Y and the A. Those are going to have what are kind of like tricky little triangles that will automatically be there. And it's your job to make sure we're tightening those little areas and making everything look good by eye.
Yep. And there are two ways to do this. So there is...
Here we go.
There's optical. I know that it's called optical mathematical. What do we call the other... What do we call the other version of it? Right? There's optical, and then there's another like technical word for what the
kind of means the math of it, right? It's more of the number, the grid. Exactly. Okay, look at us.
And these are
we're doing math.
Yes, these are called font pairings. And as you're working with type, if you are doing like custom type, they are called diacritics. I believe is what they are called. Is getting all those letters kind of together. So I want to come back here because I want to show like the swag here. So excuse me, chat. So that is the after. So I've gone in and just augmented and moved that over a little bit.
Nice.
And then this is the before. So you can see just like doing a pixel or two is going to change that completely.
Yeah.
Right? It really locks it in as one word instead of looking like it's two words. And I think that's so interesting that like just a few pixels changes the whole vibe of that piece.
I gotta wonder too. It almost looks like I think that was typed and then gave more room. Someone optically gave more room instead of like made it closer. Because I think if you type that, even though that's a tricky font, I think it feels intentional.
Yep.
In a little way.
Yeah. It feels like I'm supposed to be paying attention to like. It feels like this, again, I thought that I was like, oh, is it like
initials?
AG or is it like, I was supposed to, so it's telling a different story than it wants to tell just by having that.
I saw another flaw. Can you zoom in again?
Yes.
Okay. Why is the W on the right so ultra thin? Shouldn't it be the same width as the 45-degree angle on the A? Oh, you're right.
It should be the same width as the A. That's interesting.
Wow.
And what I'm noticing too, sorry, Justin. Justin. Okay, what I'm noticing too, though, is that this W right here is like it's not a line.
It tapers a little.
It does a little zoom taper. Like it definitely has a curve to it. Yeah. Which is interesting because the A is, actually, hold on. Does the A... Oh, the A has a little swoop to it too. Okay, I'm not mad. All right.
Or is it a different angle?
Yeah. Oh, it might be a different... Oh, actually.
I think if you turn your...
different angle.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's a different angle.
There's no swoop. Oh, Justin.
Right. Love you, Justin. Love you. We are a big believer here. Okay.
One of us is.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and hop into what we're going to be working on today. Nick, we have some exercises that we're going to be playing around with, right?
Yeah, we're going to have some fun here, guys. We're going to and play along with us if you are at your computer and you're looking for something fun to do. These are really good little type tune-ups. The first one we want to do is kind of I think this is one of our favorite. We've done this a few times, and that's type pairing. And we want to do it in a little bit of a speed round. So what we want to do is flash 3 short design prompts. You could have something like wedding invite, a tech ad, an indie magazine cover, anything like that.
Yep.
And give yourselves 2 to 3 minutes. We have a good enough amount of time here that we can have some fun with this. And find a perfect headline body pair for each using Adobe fonts. That's the best way to do it.
Yep.
Like, let's have some fun.
Yeah, so let's have some fun here. See what we can create. Let's go ahead and see. Nick should be coming back. There he is. Hi, Nick.
Hey.
Let's go ahead and see on Adobe fonts. We saw some really great ones, and I'm gonna hop over to my screen and just
go for it.
From my brain. Let's go ahead and see when we're talking about creating a hierarchy. We want to have that big like statement, right? That we want to kind of bring in all the people. So I like to use display typefaces. So I'm going to come in here and then we are going to do this and we're going to do like headline 1, right? And this is going to be our main headline for the type hierarchy. So this is, I was looking for the Justin Bieber font and I thought Condor was close, but it's not.
Okay.
But what I can do is up here in Illustrator, I can actually search for different fonts. So I want something that is big and bold. So I'm going to do a sans serif. I want something that's a little bit thicker. And then I want something that maybe has a consistent line weight and maybe something that is not too stretched. That's kind of more established, but not too thin.
Okay.
So I'm going to play around with this and you can actually filter through. And what's great is that it is going to give you live updates, right? So you can see what this font is as we go through it live. Mr. Eves, really great headline here.
Ooh,
let's go ahead and let's do Mr. Eves. Let's do something classy. I know because I just want to use Warbler.
Yeah,
he's
leading up to it, guys. He's leading up to it.
So let's do Mr. Eves. There is Mrs. Eves, which is obviously going to be a good pairing. But nice. I like headline 1. It's a little too, the tracking is a little bit too much for me. So nice. Kerning, we looked at. Kerning is only between letters. It's in between individual letters. The actual distance between an entire line is called tracking, right? And then the difference between different lines in between is called leading. So I'm going to bring in the tracking here just a little bit because I want it to be a little bit tighter. That looks good to me.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not bad. So I'm going to do this. This is our headline. And from there, I want to have a subhead. And the headline and the subhead, again, are the same conversation and want to be like somewhat related, but not exactly the same. So I'm going to come in here and I want to find those same filters that I had. I definitely want to have a sans serif. I want something that's a little bit less thick. And then maybe I want something that's a little bit thinner, right? That has a little bit more of a condensed. And this is great. So I'm going to use Prenton. Love Prenton. Obsessed with this. And so Prenton, this looks a little bit too like bold for me. So what I'm going to do is I have one of these downloaded for some reason. I'm going to go in and turn off my filters and see if there are different versions of Prenton that I can use. Okay.
Nice.
So I only have these 3, but I can go to I can go to find more and see if I have print in here. Oh no. Adobe
Nothing
Fonts
there.
isn't syncing. That's fine. Let's go to Adobe Fonts. So let's
go.
type in Prenton and see what happens. I think that it's in Adobe Font. Prenton, there it is. I'm going to add the whole family here and then see if I can get that to sync through. And while I go there, Nick, do you want to kind of look at your...
Oh, sure. Yeah. I found this one here. I think we're really enjoying some of these fonts that Adobe Fonts are giving us. This one is Alicia, I believe it is.
Okay.
And I love these ones that have just enough little character in them, particularly these E's. Just beautiful, right? And I think as well, this could be bold enough for my headline, but considering the subhead, one thing I like to do is obviously go from upper and lowercase, changing my case kind of structure. So for the second one, maybe what I will do is immediately just go, let's go to all caps and see what happens. And then maybe even with tracking and spacing. So one thing I will do is I will completely give this a totally different kerning. So here I'll just even do like 250 just to see what happens. Now, font-wise, I'm not in the right area here. I think since this, isn't it funny, this one here, doesn't it feel like it should be would you consider this a serif or a sans serif font? It's obviously sans serif.
Yes, but like
but it has moments,
Yep.
right?
But
I love that.
It's a sans serif that has moments. Honestly, that's
it's
me.
really something. So here, Jellica, sorry, we got to say goodbye, Jellica. It's one of my favorite fonts. I use it way too often now. But again, I like to go right into here and find something that, like, at first thing that comes to mind is like Optima. That has that like perfect, like, it's in the same world as what we have above. But again, it's almost like different enough that I feel like it's got good personality and it adds to the conversation. But one thing I would do is go like, well, I think it's a little weak at the size it is right now. So I'm going to go a little bit smaller. I will go to the bold and I'll even spread it out a little bit longer. So I'll go like maybe 400 here. And again, now I'm starting to get, I like this idea that they work well together, but to me, it has that perfect amount of difference that works.
Yep.
You know,
100%.
I love that. And then a good thing to do is just remember, pixels are free. I'm going to just do this and do a quick dupe and be like, is there another combination I could try to see what will work even better?
Quick dupe. Can you expand on what a quick dupe is?
A quick dupe? Did you not like that?
I liked it. I liked it. It felt very official.
Option and drag with the shifting. It's just a quick way to, I think it always gets me to try more things and not be so, I got it on the first try. I love doing that. And I think to me, it's one of those things like I could fill a whole art board up with all of these things, you know?
So I went through and finished out my type hierarchy as well.
Nice.
And so I wanted something, again, we want to have a conversation. We have this big, bold yell.
Yeah.
And then we come down here, we have a little more of a conversation. And then once we get into the actual body copy, right, it is like all of the information together. So what I like to do is kind of play around. Let's do this. So let's go. What's a headline that could
let's
be?
see.
Let's say like
Manic Monday.
Manic Monday. Actually, let's put this in all caps.
Yeah.
So maybe something crazy happened, right? And we have Manic Monday. And then what happened that's crazy on a Manic Monday? What's our subheading that's the like...
I wish it was Fun Day.
Let's say... I
have that song in my mind. Sorry, guys.
Fun Day is out and... and
Sunday is next week.
And Mania reigns. Okay, so let's do this. So we're here and we have our heading and subhead. So this is very much looking like a newspaper article, right? Which is what I wanted. And here's something interesting, Nick. Do you know, this is trivia for you and also chat.
Please.
Do you know what it is called when instead of being a sentence that is just written out, that it goes capital, capital, that every word is capital, how you would use it in a title like this? What is that called?
Is it case sentence?
Close. The exact
case?
opposite of what you said. So it is
Welcome
called
to Monday,
sentence
everybody.
case. So if you
Yes.
want to, you can come here and then we can go to type and we can actually go to change case. And you can see your sentence case.
I know where it is. I just don't know the name
Wait,
of it.
this is wrong. This is wrong. No, sorry. It's called title case, not title case. So title case is when it's there. Sentence case is when it goes all lowercase. So you can come in here and if you want to, you can go to sentence case and then it'll take it down, or you can do type and then you can go to title case. And another thing that it's called is instead of being title case, it is called officially camel case.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Does that relate to a camel?
It relates to each of these being a visual hump of the letters, and so it's called camel
love
case,
that.
right?
I love that.
Really interesting. So then, let's say that then we have our body copy content, right? And maybe this is going to be a justified two-side article. So let's go ahead and justify this in our paragraph settings and do like a newspaper justification. There we go. Right. And then this goes into maybe 2 lines. And now you can see that this has that feeling that I wanted of that newspaper article, right? And it flows down. These are 3 different fonts, but it flows so well together to create that type hierarchy.
Dude, that's really
Nick,
cool.
what font are you looking at? Because that looks great.
Okay, so we had to go to this RL Folklore. This one was looking really, really good. I love that.
Folklore.
Yes.
Is that?
Oh, jeez.
39 minutes, y'all. Okay.
This is what I deal with.
It's true. It's true.
Now, first thing I was thinking of is where would I go? Like I would go searching for a complementary font. Here's a fun little tip. I just scrolled down to the designer and we have him here. And I clicked on that. Look what I get. I get this like RL limo. That's like amazing. It's like a perfect little one. So look at how these are almost built on the same structure. But again, they have familiarity because it's made by like the same artist.
Yep.
So what a cool way to do that. I'm going to mess around and see how these things look. But we have RL Folklore and RL Limo.
Okay,
so
hold on. Wait, stay there.
let's mess around.
RL, what is that? A-Q...
VA.
Aqua. Okay, I
Aqua.
love that.
Ooh.
And it's
those
super like
Guys, look at that.
like title card. Like it really screams just like big
Look at the
bold.
all caps too.
Ooh, I want to see that with like just a super thick shadow on it. I'm really into putting shadows on type chat. If you watched the last like year, you know this is a thing. So I can do that right from Adobe Fonts. So I love that font that Nick had. So I just searched it and then it is syncing from Adobe Fonts. But let's play around with a couple of those fonts that we saw this morning that we really liked.
Yeah.
So we're definitely gonna come back to Aqua, but the other ones that we downloaded this morning when we first started, Raffine. This is one I definitely want to play with, and I want to show you how to see everything that's in there. So let's do a headline. Let's do office hours. Why not? Because I think it's going to look really good, actually. And what was it called? Chat, please help me. Raffine.
Yes.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, Raffine bold. And let's go ahead and blow this up. Ooh. Okay, you know what I hate? This Hold on. I hate this.
Why? You think it should be lower?
This pairing like kills me. Here's what I think that you having that like.
But aren't there a million fonts that are going to already do that? Like that's what I love about some of these.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what this feels like? This feels very. I just want to put it in here. Like it feels very I Dream of Genie. Like this is exactly what I thought of. Which is weird because I would not have put this into that mid-century modern, but it is very that. Like it's very that. So what I want to do here is there's a couple different ways that you can find all the extra little pieces that a font has. Is we can go to we can go to open type right here and then turn on discretionary ligatures. That sometimes will give you different ligatures of letters that go next to each other, like this FF that we saw in office hours. If we wanted to turn that off, the FF and I. Oh, interesting. So this is a triple. So if we select this right here, this is one character. It's treating it as one character. But if I turn off, you can see that there are different characters for the F. And then I also can turn off right here standard ligatures, and that is going to take away the F and the I. So you can see that this has been coded to specifically have a unique character for that FF and I.
That is beautiful.
Very interesting. And if you want to see everything that is in a font, you can come over here and go to type, and then we can open the glyphs panel. And this is going to show you every single glyph that is available in this font. So I'll blow those up for you, chat, so that you can see them. And we can kind of scroll. It's all the language support, all of the extras, all of the contextual alternatives that if there are different letters that need to be next to each other.
Yeah.
It has literally every single one of those here. And what I like to do, this has different languages. Oh my goodness. I think I had Greek right there. Okay, what I like to do is kind of scroll through and see if the creator has hidden any extra characters that you can use. So let's go ahead and I'm going to like scroll to the bottom because sometimes they'll hide things down here. This feels a little bit professional to do that, and so they may not. But I know that the Hoods do it. Amy and Jen Hood do it. And I'm going to show you that real quick in, I think it's in Santa Ana. So if you scroll to the bottom here, there's like a skull and a heart and a winky face and like other little characters that you can add in to your, and all you need to do is double click and it will put it in there. So you can have some fun looking through fonts, especially if they have like weird characters. Sometimes there's some fun that's hidden away in there.
That's so cool.
Nick, you got a lot of stuff going on there.
Wait, okay, so is there a name for this kind of font? I love this idea of how it crops next to the letter next to it. Isn't that cool?
That's very interesting.
I love this idea. I wonder if it has any different ones. Let's see. Doesn't look like it has any specials, which is okay because I think it kind of works nicely. I love that. But here's our Aqua. Is that what it was? Look at this font, guys. Is that just like... Now, one thing I noticed is you got that space here between the E and the A. That's a little bit... That stands out quite a bit.
Yep.
One thing I would do is maybe try to bring that E over and the A over, almost connect it or do something where you can trim, similar to what this font does, where it trims a little bit. That could be a fun little way to do it. But I love both that in the uppercase here we have, and then look at that one. Oh, that's
really nice.
Oh, talk about your idea of the fluid kind of movement on the top. This one just almost tells you exactly. It's a wave all the way on the top. Isn't that cool?
100%.
Good stuff.
I like really that a lot. Okay, so I want to, real quick, I'm going to show you, chat, how to set up using the appearance panel. So I'm going to grab the appearance panel here. And I've done this before, but if you want to learn how to make a really great shadow, this is how you do it. So we're going to, I'm going to do a orange, yellow, and green. It just like feels right. Like very like 80s kind of, I don't know. I'm into like, very 80s vibes right now. VHS arcade. 100% that, yes.
That U is amazing. Look at that U.
Yes, the little whoop. So what I'm going to do is if we want to create a shadow here, I am going to put a new stroke. So we're going to go stroke right here. And then I'm going to change this stroke to, I think I want to do like, actually, let's do like a burned yellow. I think I like this yellow the best. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to align the stroke. We can do all of our settings here. Oh, dang it. I did this wrong. Hold, please. There we go. I had to make it a compound path because making it a compound path will allow me to align the stroke to the outside.
Yay.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do just a nice little stroke here. Okay. Let's do like a thick stroke. Sure. Why not? Yeah? No. Let's not do it. Okay.
Show a little bit of definition there.
Yeah, let's do a stroke here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this stroke behind the fill. That's just going to allow us to create like this dimensional look. And then from there, I'm going to add another stroke. And we're going to make this one green. And again, the order of these matters, right? It's going to create a kind of stacked effect that I want to see here. So we're going to do like this powdery green and then add that on the outside. Oh, you know what this is? 100%. This is
vibes.
Chat. No. It's a gum that has like a rainbow zebra. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Fun Stripe.
Fun Stripe. Yes, it's 100% like reminds me of that for some reason.
I'll try to find that logo.
Thank you. And then if you want to, and somebody's saying, can you change your interface to dark gray? It's hard to see the interface on a white background. Oh, yes, I can, but I have to restart Illustrator. So give me a second. Do I have to restart Illustrator? So Command K is the hotkey for that. And then let's go over here and you can go to user interface. And then let's see. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. So it's on black there. We got it and it looks good.
Nice.
Hopefully that's easier to read. And chat, just know that I'm screaming and I hate this so much, but I'm doing it for you. Okay, so from there, we're going to click on stroke, and then we are going to add an effect to that. So you can add effects to your stroke, and we can go to effect specific. So if you want to do pixels, you can go 1px just to do a pixel. And from there, we want to do an amount of copies, and we're just going to increase this. And as you see, as we increase that amount of copies, it is going to create this kind of like layered effect. And let's go ahead and let's do 30. And then what I want to do is I am going to do another stroke here and just add that same effect. And so I think, hold please. Yes, if I hit plus, I can duplicate that. And then we're going to change that color. Maybe we want to do a brown in here. And from there, we can go into this effect of the transform. And I'll just increase that. And it's going to give us this like long shadow. So if you've ever seen this effect, this is a great way to create really long shadows, is just duplicating these and then editing what you have. So we're going to edit one more time. We're going to do like a dark gray. And this time I'm going to change this transform to be negative, and it's going to go the opposite way and create that really cool kind of like 45-degree angle. Why is it going? That's not where I want to go. Negative,
you want
down.
It the negative.
Yep. I want it to be horizontal, left, and then vertical down. What I also can do is do this angle. Oh, hold on. No, I can't. Oh, that got crazy. Oh, I've never seen that. Oh, that's rotating it. That's rotating it. That's what's happening. Yeah. Okay, let me get my bearings here of where I want to get this down to. I want to get it down. Oh, okay. No, that's going vertical. I definitely want vertical, and then I want it to go the opposite way. There we go.
There it is.
There it is. So then let's do the 0.1 that way, and then 0.1 that way. We got so close. 0.01 there, 0.01 there. And then if we increase the amount of copies, there we go. That's what I want to do. Okay.
The long shadow thing has made its comeback.
100%.
It's like everywhere. But I think it's so great because it is attention grabbing. It takes even the boldest of fonts like that and amplifies it even more.
Yep. So this is really fun. Cool. And what I can do is actually save this. So we're going to click on it, and then we're going to go over to graphic styles. And with the graphic style, I can hit plus right here. And now with that graphic style, I can click on any type that I have and just click on that graphic style, and boom, it's going to do that for me, right? And apply that look.
Now that looks like an old Christmas VHS tape from totally the late 80s.
It's very much that. Oh my goodness, you're so right.
Right? Or Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. Yep.
It's very much there. I love that, dude. That's so cool.
Yes, the Office Hours Holiday Special. That's so interesting.
Okay, this year that's what's happening. Yes. We're making it an 80s version of, like, it would be on TGI Friday. That's what's going to happen.
Yep, 100%. Okay, so back to you, Nick. While I change my interface back to a light mode. I'll leave it for the rest of the show.
And we should. and one of us should maybe take on the fruit stripe here, because this was the brand we were talking about. Kind of mimic that same vibe of the drop shadow and everything.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with this one? Look at that. Talk about like that's like eye popping, and it works. Look at all the naturally artificially flavored.
This is the best. It literally is like naturally and artificially flavored.
And tattoos are inside. It's got everything you need. Here's the one thing we wanted to do too. We wanted to turn in this typography thing and make an old logo modern. And there's no end to like finding something that maybe is a little bit old and maybe it's even gone.
Yep.
You know, one of the projects I'm doing in my class this year is they have to retrospect something that died in like the 70s or 80s and bring that company back. And I love this idea of like modernizing something cool. I definitely want. Which one do you want to mess around with?
I want Fruit Stripe.
You want Fruit Stripe?
I want Fruit Stripe. I think good. That will be just a fun one to play around with. See if I can hit the vibes right.
I'm gonna do America Online as if it was coming back, because wouldn't that be just the coolest comeback of all time?
100%. I think AOL is like just a fun logo to try to modernize.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm going to focus on the type. And I think that is kind of that we're going to really like reimagine these logos, but really focus on what the type is. And I do think that I'm going to use one of the fonts that we created today.
Oh, I went right to this one.
Don't you dare.
Which
Oh
one?
my gosh, I'm going to fight you. Okay.
But look how good online looks.
No, you're right. You're right. That's fair. That's okay. That's fine.
Well, we should maybe celebrate this one designer and only use his fonts. Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
That's kind of fun. Okay,
I love this idea.
I'm gonna try to do some other stuff. Let's
cool.
see. Okay, so I'm gonna try to use. Oh wait, is it RL? Is that the guy?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm using one of his. Okay, cool.
There you go.
Yes, I'm gonna use folklore. 24 minutes. There's a countdown happening, chat, to a very special person in my life, and
can you do you want to take a guess at what the announcement's going to be?
I don't know. I think
you're so excited.
I think it's going to be a single. That's how I feel. I think it's going to be a single, but we'll find out in 26 minutes.
Nice.
Okay, so Nick's already going somewhere. It's great. What was the font that I wanted to use?
Let's see. RL. We're going to stick with our favorite new designer here. Ooh. That gives it a little sophistication.
I'm going to try to do mine fully editable.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Let's see. What do we think here?
Ooh, I hate the S in folklore so much for this.
Oh, it didn't work?
Oh, I think I hate it like in general. Yeah, I don't like this at all.
On its own, that would make a really cool like S logo.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about, we always say, you know, instead of changing the font, like just fix it, like add a circle, finish that circle.
I have an idea. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I want to try is I am going to use my appearance panel again. And chat, if you're doing type any other way than doing an appearance panel, you're probably doing it wrong. Sorry, Nick. If you're doing like text effects. So I want to keep it editable. So I'm going to add in my fill using the appearance panel. But I want to do an effect here. And I want to try to round these corners. So we're going to go to distort and transform. And then we're going to go to, no, that's not it. We're going to go to Pathfinder, stylize, round corners. And then I'm going to see if this, yes, it will. Okay. So I'm going to do just like 0.1 and see if I can get, I don't love it. Chat, I don't love it. I'm sorry. I like the idea of it, but like this looks, this would be good for, like I would do like Hubba Bubba in this.
Oh,
if I'm doing like a different,
how dare you bring that up?
Right? If I'm doing like a different
Bubble
font,
Yum.
like look at how bubbly that makes it, right? So
Bubble Yum.
You can kind of add effects to the fonts to make it interesting, but that one is not working for me for Fruit Stripe for where I want to go, and I'm not loving the sharpness of this. So I'm gonna come back here, and we're gonna go back to maybe browse all. Let's do browse all and see if we can find anything that's interesting. I definitely want something that is fun. So you can check right here. It is categorized. So we're going to go to fun. We're going to do a sans serif for sure. I want something that's very bold, and then maybe something that is mid-width with a not a crazy contrast.
Okay. I love that.
Okay, I don't love any of these. Let's maybe do something wider. No. No. Okay, maybe a little bit more contrast. No.
I like this. I like the decision making. It's great. Let's see. We need some colors. Let's go to
Ooh, that looks good.
You like it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's go to color and see what we can do here.
As always, Nick's doing something amazing.
Oh,
just clicking around.
Let's see. Where did my Adobe Color go? Launch. It's probably in an. Oh, I love working with 16 windows. It's always great, right?
Okay. Oh, chat. I just lost you. That's my fault. I could just close Safari. Hold on, chat. We're coming back.
Let's explore a little bit. Ooh, dude. You know that font. I'm using it somewhere today. We're gonna have fun with it. Future family. Let's get some cool colors here.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, chat.
There we go. I was gonna say I think I lost you.
Yep, we're here.
There we go. Cool. Looks good. Oh, nice.
Oh, Nick has some. Oh, Adobe Color's working today.
Yeah. That last time.
It wasn't working last time.
I love how fast you remembered. Oh, it's working for you.
Oh, look at that. Good job, chat.
All right, I'm looking for, I did like American Family Future. I'm trying to find that like interesting color combination that will be, they got to be fresh, right? They got to be fresh. I'm going to download that one and see what we got here.
So I want to do this fruit stripe gum, and no, it has too much dimension to it. Okay, we're going to do this, chat. When I don't know what to do, I know that I want something that is bold. So I'm just going to click on bold and filter, and we're going to go through and see if I can find something that is a sans serif that has that pop. I actually don't hate this. Français? Français? Okay, let's take this in a new direction. Why not? So we're going to do this, but I want to keep the like weird wonkiness of it, of how it has like the like little bit of a move,
the playful.
But I think all the shadows are coming down at the same angle. And so let's do this. So let's come in here and we are going to add in our fill, and then we are going to try to create a kind of look. So let's make a red background here. And then let's build this same look. So it looks like it is filled with white. So we're going to change the fill to white. And then from there, it looks like we are outlined in black. So I'm going to... what is this font? Whoa. I've never seen this. Look.
Oh yes.
It's separate shapes.
Yep. So you can move that without having to completely destroy that. Isn't that great?
I'm going to use this for everything.
What is that called? I know, like our buddy Bob Ewing, when he does amazing vector, and I'm talking custom typography, he always uses that method. So he never has to distort the font when he has to move. Let's say the P needs to be a little bit thinner.
That's such a good idea.
Isn't that great? Dude, I love catching those in these fonts. That's really cool.
Let's see. I'm going to add the stroke and I'm going to move it to the outside. All right, we're already getting there. It's a little bit too thick, so let's go ahead and take this down.
What happened?
Probably want it to be.
Uh-oh, it's whispering time.
It's whispering time. So I want to do that, and then I also want to take this stroke, and we are going to... Actually, let's just add the transform here and see if we can get that little shadow going the opposite direction. It's very, very subtle of what this shadow is. And let's go negative here. And then let's add in like a bunch of copies. Okay, so chat, we're already seeing an issue here. And the issue is that this stroke is above the fill. So I need to drag this down. And there we go. We have our fruit stripe gum. Already that looks great. I'm going to increase the stroke a little bit because it's killing me. There we go. Some of the pieces like just weren't going through right. Okay, this looks great. Now, what I can do is I'm going to save this as a graphic style, and then we are going to apply it to editable type. I wanted to keep it editable. So we're going to do that, and now we have an editable version of that. And so what I can do is I can use the touch type tool. So if you haven't used this, Nick, you've used this.
I love touch type. That's a great little trick.
We can go in here and we're going to go to, where is it? Nick, where's the touch type tool? Hold on.
In type,
there we
slide
go.
out.
So there we go. If we go to the little hamburger menu, we can go to touch type tool. There we go. And from here, all I need to do is click on the letter, and it's going to allow me to rotate this, to move this around. So let me zoom in here so we can do these letters individually. And we can go here, and then we're going to go to touch type tool, click here, and check this out. We're able to make it so that these are rotating and like just in a fun little way. And if you notice, it's actually keeping these, the shadows consistent. So it's keeping that shadow, consistent, so that I can continue to use it. This is fun. Okay, it's looking good. We're going to keep doing this. Nick, how are you doing on yours?
I was trying to take the capital A here and like put together a fun little, like almost a new icon for them to use.
Okay.
Because I was like, that old triangle, it always looked like the pyramid. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This thing here. And I just thought the capital A of this font is a fun little thing. That was kind of almost there. But I wanted to almost like create a star out of it. So I think if I did it more like this, let's see. Okay, let's take this and then rotate it this way, right? And then here, is it more like that? Let's see. How would you create a star out of this guy?
Ooh.
Sometimes when you see those like
Be
star
careful.
logos. Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, designers making stars. You're like, I think that James Barnard had a really funny
we're gonna stick to this.
Post about that.
Okay, so we're gonna stick to a little bit of that. There we go. So maybe I love this little layout here, but I wonder if it could have its own little logo that could be something, I don't know. What do you think?
Actually, I'm not mad about that. This is giving me very like 1996.
Right?
And I think that like part of it is the color scheme.
Oh yeah, it really does have that.
And also it kind of is reading non-line right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
How
so
can you incorporate that triangle? I don't know.
Well, maybe.
I wonder if you could incorporate it into like one of the ends coming up to like, right, create like a peak or a valley there.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Let's see. So if it goes here and then get rid of the dotted I and put a star there.
Oh,
that's always that's number one. All right, so we'll do that. We'll zoom in a little bit here and we'll get rid of that guy here.
Okay, cool. So I went in and I did my custom type for the fruit stripe. And you can see here that my kerning got crazy when I was using the touch type tool. So I can just come in here and you can see that some of these letters are kerned well and some are really bad. And so I can come in and it's actually going to augment everything after it. And so I can get some really nice kind of kerning without having to mess with it too much. Okay, I like it. Okay, so we've got fruit stripe. And then maybe let's say that in our rebrand, we had to change the name, right? And so we're no longer going to be Fruit Stripe. Maybe now we are going to be Veggie Line. I don't know. But what's cool is I can come in here and it is going to keep each of the rotations of these letters. So if I wanted to, I could, IE, there we go. I can come in here and create that same effect by just deleting each letter, and it is going to keep that rotation for each of those letters. So it got a little bit wonky, but you can see it's nice to use the graphic styles so that you can set stuff up like this really, really easily.
Oh yeah. The other tip we had found too was this idea of like having a good base of fonts, good family of maybe 10 to 12 that are maybe starter points. And you can categorize them. Like if you're doing a fun, friendly, new branding project, have a batch of fonts ready to go for those specific things. If you do a lot of one thing, try having some, fonts available for you. It's kind of a great idea to just start and have something really fun.
Yep. And Nick, great comment. Wade Acuff, the absolute legend, chat. If you haven't watched before, Wade is the best of the best. Wade says, this logo makes me want to visit a mall in Florida in the 90s.
I was going for that. Totally. I love that idea. What's a good store that would be in that zone of full-on 80s mall, Miami?
Ooh.
What was it called? Chess King? Do you remember Chess King?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was like a clothing store. It was trying to be all hip. I think that was a good one. But like, you're right. It's very Mall of America too.
It's very Mall of America.
Yeah. I like being in this zone with this font because it's keeping, I want to try something totally different, but I think it works. It's really fun.
What do you want to try?
I mean, a different font.
Okay. I was like,
outside
Nick,
of this guy's family.
With an idea.
No,
like you have to do it.
I think it needs, you know what I'm going to do? It needs a little wave. I'm going to do that. Let's do like something like this.
And mine needed to have the little copyright symbol. I just thought that like in the original, the copyright was sitting really well and it looked interesting. And so I wanted to add it to mine. And so I add a little copyright symbol and then I'm going to put it onto like this little bubble. And what's cool, chat, is because I have this graphic style saved, I can actually come in here and let's just create the bubble to be the right size. And I think that looks good. It's kind of overlapping the letters. And all I need to do is just tap on this bubble and it's going to add in that shadow for me. So you can see it already has that little shadow. And then I just need to fill it in with this red color that I have here. So let's grab this red and then I'll send it backwards. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that looks pretty okay. I think it needs to go a little more vertical maybe.
There we go.
Let's see. How am I going to... Okay.
That tells you amazing design is about to happen.
It's
I'm getting Finding Nemo vibes, but I like it.
Wait, Finding Nemo vibes from
Check
what?
it out. Check it out.
From Nick.
Because we're surfing the web.
Wait, I'm not because we're hold on. That's because we're surfing the web.
Like, we're surfing the web.
The matter of factness there was fantastic. Because we're surfing the web.
Yeah, I love it. It makes sense. I love it. And then I'm just going to try to do a quick let's see, AO, like, oh gosh, what's their icon? What would if they came back, because I always just looked at that one and saw pyramid every time, you know? So I just want to give it a burst or a star or something kind of fun. Maybe it could replace the centerpiece of the O. That might work. All right, let's find something here we could do.
Yes. And chat, I think that I have done the fruit stripe is looking good. And somebody said A like a shark fin.
Oh, for me?
Yeah. Where do you mean this?
Oh, this one. Maybe this looks like a shark.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that's,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Well, I wonder if that could be one of the ends. I like that it's turned into an aquarium.
Yeah, totally. Let's see. I'm gonna round this off a bit. Let's see what happens here, and then tweak and what's it called? Tweak and bloat.
Pucker and bloat.
Pucker and bloat. That's the name of a new band.
Hey everybody, we're tweak and bloat. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Oh, that's going too much. Let's see. Cancel that. Let's expand it first.
Okay.
There we go.
Fruit stripe gum, and then we have 5 juicy flavors is our tagline here.
Ungroup that, and we'll do compound path release.
Okay, let's do here. Oh, we have 2 minutes left. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I got to put a whole presentation together.
Right? Nick's going to have mock-ups.
There we go. All right, clear the page. Everything's gone. Let's get this going.
And delete it all. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching Office Hours.
So now, there we go. Okay, so now let's make a brand. All right, cool. We got that. We'll make this one here. Okay.
I need something like wider. Okay, clear all. Let's do wide. Wait, that was it. Hold on. Wait, I had it. There we go. Okay. I have my type hierarchy right here. I think it looks good. We're going to go ahead and pull this out, go here, and then boom. I think that we did good here, chat. That's not centered.
I like when you're like, we did it, but that's
and we're done, but also not yet. Okay, fun. So we did a little fruit stripe rebrand here that I think turned out pretty okay. If I wanted to, I could come in here and maybe do some color variations pretty easily. And this is why I try to keep everything like editable, because I could come in and maybe we want to have like a double color, as I can come in here and then just pick out different colors for the fills very easily and create, I don't know, something crazy and zany and quirky and cool. I'm not mad about that. That's actually kind of fun. This is very pizza place. This is very like we just finished a soccer game and now we're going out for pizza. I think that's it. All right, Nick, I don't know where Nick went. We lost Nick. Nick, no. Where did you go? All right, well, we lost Nick. That's the end of the show, I guess. Bye. We're ending Nicholas. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. We had a great time. Here's what Nick's looks like. We have his screen still, so I don't know what's going on here. Oh, no. All right. Thanks for watching Office Hours. Everything exploded. Bye.